Hi Ultimate Gardeners, welcome back to the Ultimate Gardening channel. My name is Emmanuel Arsa, well known as the Ultimate Gardener. My goal in the garden industry is to help you guys become ultimate gardeners and help you guys educate others on how to get into gardening. In today's exciting sprouting video, I wanted to take the time off and show you guys how to properly dig up and store canna lilies for the next following up spring. Canna lilies is that type of plant that only selective gardeners like me personally. I love canna lilies, but when their time is done, their time is done. And so right now, their time of their shining moment is over, and it's time to dig them up and store them for the next following up spring. Here in South Florida and the state, and in the entire state of Florida, or any zone 9 and above, the thing we could do is dig them up, put them in a pot of soil, and automatically we should start seeing new growth within the next week. And we can plant them out during winter seasons, which is the lucky thing about my zone because we don't get harsh winters. But of course, we like to leave room for winter interest and fall interest. And so these plants are usually stored back and let them grow for the next following up spring so we can plant them out and repeat the same cycle again. So if you want to know the process on how to dig them up and how to go ahead and clean them up and how to properly store them, please stay tuned with us. So Ultimate Gardeners, here we are in the first location where I have one of the 5 canna lilies I have in this garden. One of the canna lilies will stay in the ground because it was recently transplanted and it still looks very, very pretty. But one like this, it's time for it to go. I don't like things like this where they start to look wild and overly grown. That's not my type of style, and so we're gonna go ahead and dig this one up as well as the other 3 similar ones like this one, and we're gonna store them. So let me go ahead and bring the camera up closer a bit to show you guys the proper way on how to dig them up. So Ultimate Gardeners, I brought the camera up a bit closer. So the thing you want to do is you want to take up as much roots as you can, because when it comes to canna lilies and bulbs, you don't want to risk the plant dying, especially when it comes to digging it up. You don't want to pierce the bulb. So first things first, you want to locate a good circumference around the plant, make a hole, and then just slowly by slowly just start lifting it up like that. Let loose and go all the way around until you feel secure that the plant is ready to be digged up. So like that, you're gonna let go all the way around. And like the soil is a bit soft right now because it just rained here, you know, it's gonna be a bit easier to take out. And it's already starting to get loose. Let's see where the next, okay, here. And I think I just got it. So we're gonna go ahead and lift it up and set it aside. And now it's time for me to show you guys the proper way on how to store the bulbs. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So Ultimate Gardeners, here we have the canna lily, and automatically I could notice that there was definitely an ant colony all up in this canna lily because there's a whole bunch of ants starting to escape, and that means there was an ant colony in here, which I don't mind because you're gonna see them everywhere here. So first things first, the thing you want to do is you want to shake off as much soil as you can so you can see where the bulbs are located and safely separate them if you can. So we're gonna go ahead and shake it off like that. Just start gently thumping it, and if you have a little pair of pruners, you could go ahead and just shake off the soil from the inside. And with that method is gonna help us a little bit shake off the ants, because I really hate ants because they're just everywhere here in this garden, so I don't want to see them anymore. So there you go. I shook off as much soil as you can see, and you can start visibly seeing the bulbs already emerging. So when it comes to a plant like this, the first thing you want to do is you can see if there's any possible chances of separating it, because every single year the bulbs grow at least 2 to 3 times bigger than the original size, which means that's gonna mean more plants for free. And who doesn't want that? Because I love plants that are free. So first things first, you want to go ahead and see where you could safely disconnect some. So like right here, I just snapped one off that easily. And we have one plant right there. Then you want to locate another one, which right here, this looks like it's gonna easily come off. We have a second plant. You want to locate another, which right here is another one. Third plant. You're gonna locate another one, which could be right here, which that looks like a baby, so we're not gonna rip that out. There goes your fourth plant, and here is your fifth plant. So let me go ahead and show you guys what to do to store them. So first things first, here's we have a first plant. So the first things you want to do is you want to cut off any foliage that is attached to the plant, because you don't want that. You want fresh leaves, fresh blooms, and a whole new beginning for the plant. So the thing you want to do is come along and cut to the base like so, and just leave the bulb to it. You don't want to take off any roots, because that will be a big damage towards the plant. And so you want to just cut off the base like so it can have a fresh new beginning. And you're gonna be left with something like this. Technically a root, technically that's it. And so you're just gonna go ahead and store this. But if you're in a zone colder than us, like 8 and below, the thing you'll do is like clean them off of completely dirt. You don't want no dirt. Leave the bulbs, and you want to store them in a box, like with like hay or with shredded newspaper or something like that, until they're ready to be planted off until the spring. So the thing I'm gonna do is cut all the ones I have here, and then I'm gonna show you guys what I do with the leftover bulbs. I mean, gardeners, I went ahead and cleaned off some of the bulbs so I can show you guys a bit more with clarity on how to do these bulbs. This method is usually towards the zones 9 all the way to 10 and 11 and 12, because these plants grow in tropical climates where they can grow back whenever they want to and any time. But zones 8 and below, there's different ways how you could do it, and there's different amazing gardeners out there that provide amazing and correct information that shows you guys how to properly care for your canna lilies when it comes to that time. I do know a little bit about it, but I usually know more about my southern folks like California and Florida and stuff like that, where we could go ahead and store our bulbs and they'll grow back year after year easily, and during the winter time you'll see them grow back again. So here we have a canna lily bulb. So this is technically considered a bare root at this time. We have the stalks. This is where the bulb should be planted. We have the actual bulbs. We have eyes, meaning new sprouts, and we have the root system below. So I went ahead and put a little bit of soil, like a third full way. The thing you want to do when it comes to storing bulbs, the way we do it, is we plop them down in the soil like so, and then we go ahead and fill up the rest with soil going around it like so. Because what that does is technically introducing it a new area to the canna lily bulbs, sort of giving it its clarity that will be in a pot, but it can start growing in the pot without any difficulties. So I know some gardeners in a few lower zones do this. They technically cut back their bulbs and wait until they flush back in the spring, which you can do, but I would recommend and advise you go search up a few gardeners out there that live in your zone and sort of search up how to go ahead and dig up canna lily bulbs, and they should tell you from there. And that's technically it. Then we water it down, store it in a full sun location area, water it constantly until we see new growth, and we can stop watering, let the rainwater water by itself, and then we should have a new plant within 1 month. So let me go ahead and wrap up this video for you guys. So ultimate gardeners, that's gonna be it for this exciting sprouting video. I'm super grateful that I was able to get to this project, because I know you love seeing the garden work, you love planting plants, but actually doing garden work is not my favorite thing to do. But things, you gotta do things that you don't want to in order to achieve beautiful things in the garden, and one of these is to have beautiful plants as an outcome. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to support my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to get notified when a new exciting sprouting video comes out, just like this one, make sure to hit that bell notification button so you get notified when a new exciting sprouting video comes out. Thank you all so much for watching, and never forget to grow big, ultimate gardeners. Bye guys.